Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Once more at the, well, beast tribe for the, what was it? Fairies. The Dreamweavers. You know, Serenia, we've known each other for a while now. I was thinking, perhaps it's time we started living together? I could build us a lovely house in Liamek, fill it with whatever your heart desires. What do you say? Thanks, but no thanks. Oh, you're so hard to win over, as they say. And there was actually being a little bit serious. Well, if you have a change of heart, do let me know. At your word, I make Liamek yours forever and ever home. I jest. So, Liamek, I've been wondering how the boy in white is faring. Is there any chance we might meet him in Liamek? If you're so worried about him, sure. I can check if he's asleep and bring him to us. You're coming along, of course, Serenia? Well, that looks well. Ah, you're the woman from before. After you left, everyone in the village brought me lots of tasty things. I ate so much I felt like I was going to burst. We're pleased to hear that. Now, I take it you're no longer plagued by nightmares? Not at all. I only have fun dreams now. Like this one. It makes me not want to wake up again. Truly, if that's what you want, it can be arranged. I have some chores to do, so I better wake up now. So long. What, did I say something strange? Let that be a reminder that pixies aren't to be trusted. Oh, come now. It was just a jest. I prefer my mortals alive and happy. I'll have you know, dead and unhappy ones don't give us fun dreams to harvest. But enough about that. We still have nightmares to vanquish. What do you say we investigate Amareng next? Sounds good to me. Based on my preliminary sniffing, the stench of nightmares is concentrated in Mord Souq. Can you tell us what manner of dreams are common there? As I recall, most dreams are to do with water. Folks go thirsty, searching for a water hole, that sort of thing. So their need is simply for safety and survival. Stands to reason given that the region is an inhospitable desert. Without further ado then, let us make for Mord Souq and search for the source of their nightmares. What a dull and dusty place. There's a single pretty flower around. Nor anything that looks tasty. Instead, I see these revolting worms everywhere and people eat them. Ah! Just thinking about it makes my stomach turn. Well, to each their own, and to me they look quite palatable. I can imagine them bursting in one's mouth, releasing the slimy goodness within. Perhaps I shall take some back with me. Oh, don't even think about bringing them to Liamek. I will murder you. I prefer nightmares at any rate. Speaking of which, we should get to work. As before, we are looking for a slumbering child. I doubt there'll be too many of them in a bustling marketplace. How can we be sure the child will be sleeping? Unless nightmares induce an unnatural drowsiness, those affected cannot easily resist it. Find a child suffering from nightmares. Quiet corner somewhere? Flower vendor. I get blue some first time travel around. I'd ask if you, but something tells me you're not uncommon where you're from. Neil, please forgive me. Oh, don't worry about the boy. He's bone tired is all. Hasn't been getting much sleep of late on account of the nightmares. Is there something you need? Investigating nightmares, you say? Well, it's no secret why my boy has them. We're traveling through the desert when his sister... I'm sorry. Still too fresh now. If you excuse me, I've got some errands to run. Don't worry about the boy. He's safe enough sleeping there. Just, if you plan on heading outside, be sure you carry plenty of water, alright? Out there, it's a matter of life and death. The boy is plainly in the grip of a nightmare, yet he gives off no scent. He's the source and no mistake. Right then, let's tend to business before his father returns. Have at it, Izzy. With pleasure. Don't interfere anymore. I'm warning you. Oh, will you stop doing that? The child and I, we created a watery friend together. If you give it form, you will get hurt. Or worse. Pfft, your ugly nightmares are no match for us. We'll take care of this one like we did the others. It feels like a storm is raging in my belly. Why? Why must you torment me? I only want to fill this hole in my heart. A hole where a friend used to be. Alone inside that cramped old castle, where I longed to see them. Now wait just a... This absolutely can't wait. I'm going to be sick. Thank goodness this didn't come back up inside the village. Alright, Serenia. Same as always. A worm? Admittedly not what I was expecting. You did it! You did it! Dependable as ever, Serenia. Come, let's hurry back to Mord Souq and look in on the child. We'll leave her talking to you. Weren't you just... Oh, still here, are you? Do you know this woman's son? I suppose don't laugh, but I think I met her in a dream. In a dream. Well now, isn't that amazing? I said don't laugh. Sorry, it's just, I don't remember when you were so lively. But tell me, what kind of dream was it? A Neil. I saw a Neil. The same one, Win. I'm sorry I wasn't there. Must have been hard. No, it was different this time. This woman, she appeared and trounced the water monster. But that's not all. At the place where the monster fell, flowers began to bloom. They reminded me of a promise I made to Neil. The promise that one day I'd fill Amarang with flowers. I see. One day, son. One day will make your sister's wish come true. Mark my words. Well, we have to go now. But whoever you are, I hope to see you again. Thank you, Pale Pixie, for helping me to remember. The boy is well again. Another job well done. But he was thanking Anlat. Why do you suppose? As I understand it, his little sister died of thirst in the desert. Latching on this ordeal, Anlat has planted a nightmare in the form of that water monster. And though we were ones who helped him to conquer the nightmare, ironically, it was its very existence that brought him hope. The nightmare brought him hope? It's certainly something to chew on, but for now, let us return to Liamek. Another gate awaits. Quebec, are you alright? You haven't uttered a word since we returned. Oh, so sorry, I was deep in thought. That's not very Pixie-like at all, is it? Go ahead, Serenia, you know what to do. By freeing the little boy in Mord Souq from his nightmares, you and yourself reclaimed the dreams of those in Amarang. Tierbeck appears eager to further beautify Liamek, and for this they require your aid. And that's that. We'll go on ahead back to Lidaran. Come and see us when you're ready, alright? Thanks to you, we've reclaimed the dreams of yet another region. I'm really, truly grateful, Serenia. Now about Anlat, it's strange, but I can't help but feel as if I know them. As you know, I built Liam Mac together with my departed best friend, but maybe, just maybe, that friend has... No. No, it couldn't be them. I'm being silly. Use the Titania freezer in here. Everyone knows that. Wait. Do you mean to say your friend was a previous Titania? Back when they weren't Titania yet. They were simply a kind-hearted pixie who saw fit to befriend me, eccentric as I am. And together we built Liam Mac. Together we had the finest fun. They're very dear to me. That's why, no matter what, I want to protect our garden. Like they protected all of us from the sin eaters. I see. Close as you were, it isn't implausible that you would sense your friend in another form. The dream of being alone in a castle is suggestive indeed. Be that as it may, I do not see how Unlad could be the incarnation of your friend. After all, pixies are born of the souls of children, but... Wait. Could it be the Ever that is gathered... You know, never mind. I'm sure I'm just being sentimental and silly. As I said, it's not pixie-like to overthink things. Let's do something fun and productive instead, like filling Amarang with happy dreams. Reputation up. Your reputation is increased to respected. One new quest from Unli. And 3 additional quests, which I can take now. More wares, and where? Here. There's always a stupider fish. Tierbeck tells me that the land called Amarang is nothing like Ilmek. It's a dry, hot place where hardly anything grows. No flowers, no rivers, no lakes. Some of the children have never even seen a fish before. Imagine that. Yes, I think we both know where this is going. That's right, I want you to bring me a fish to show the children in the Garden of Dreams. Nice pretty one with shiny scales. Now, this level of preparedness may come as a surprise, but I've already had one of my underlings set a trap down in Deepwood Swim. Much easier than messing about with hooks and whatnot. All you have to do is go see if we caught anything. Pebble without a cause. Rubies, emeralds, sapphires, oh, how they sparkle. Don't you have any chance to see them in Ilmek? From what I hear, they are very valuable, which must be why the scavengers work so hard to dig them up. That's given me another brilliant idea. We should decorate Liam with jewels of our own. Of course, we don't need to go through all the trouble of finding real gemstones. Just something with a vague resemblance. Our magic will do the rest. You look like you got time to spare. Why don't you make yourself useful and collect some nice shiny pebbles for me? There should be some down by the lake. And if you see any Fuaf, give them a whack for me. Bring your water to the slaughter. Do you know who I feel sorry for? The children of Amarang. Why? Because water is so precious where they can barely have enough for a bath, let alone play games like Dunk the Witch or Bismarck's Bluff. Luckily for them, I've come up with another one of my ingenious plans. We're going to fill Liamek with water. That way the children have the time of their lives, and we pixies will be able to splish and splash to our heart's content without being pestered by those pesky Fuaf. All we need is an ice water Undine heart. Once I've worked their magic on it, we have rivers and waterfalls galore. Naturally, you'll be one collecting the heart, though I doubt its owner will be too happy to part with it. Don't worry, you probably won't be horribly killed. Well, let's hope so, no? This is the ice water thingy. pebble. That's already it. Come on, man, hand it over. The pebble. Well, it's a bit plain, but I suppose it'll do. Might even be able to turn pebbles like these into gold coins, so the children can see how it feels to be rich. Of course, it will all disappear when they wake up, but they can enjoy it while the dream lasts. Even if they are penniless in real life, they'll live like royalty in the MX. Did you manage to steal ice water Undine's heart? Literally, I mean? Oh, a fine specimen. With this, we can create all the water we need. Soon, Liamek will be filled with the sounds of children's laughter as they splash and swim and drag each other into the depths, just like before. It's only a dream, so it's all perfectly safe, unless the rumors about if you die in your dreams, you die in real life is true. I might have to check that at some point, actually. So, what have you got? Fish-filled trap. The fish are foolish enough to swim into the basket but not back out again. They deserve to be eaten. Oh, even Mac maybe have other plans for them. Ah yes, these are rainbowy twinkle trout. That's what we call them. I have big plans for you, little ones. You won't be swimming in boring old water like all the other fish. You'll be soaring through the skies of Liamek. And if we catch some more of these, they can fly together to make a giant fish rainbow. It's no wonder everyone thinks I'm a genius. Okay. So a lot of water requests for Amarang. And with that, that's already this episode, and see each other next time in another episode. Until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.